Hi everyone, and welcome to a quick, at least I hope so quick, Mighty Ginkgo tutorial. My name is Zero, and I'll be your instructor during these lessons. We have updated our website, and we have created an official Bladencat section for our avatar. And I'm trying to get in as many materials, stuff, all that jazz in here as we can. And as people requested it, I wrote it down, and I'm going down the list, and I'm doing all the stuff that people had asked me what was up with this avatar and what can we do. So one of the things we have on here is the Bakes on Mesh system for the Bladencat. One of the things that people used to do back in the previous generations of the Bladencat was they would make texture clothing for the cat because they couldn't make mesh clothing, or that was just what they felt comfortable with doing. But one of the designers told me that it was problematic for doing this because you had such a hoops to jump through. You had to wear two bodies, one body overlaying the other one, so basically a transparent cat, and you would have to draw on there and create clothes that way, or you would have to create your texture and then put them on top of all the skins that we had available at the time. So basically making the garment multiple times across all the skin thingies, and that was really tedious and draining, and I don't blame them for not wanting to create for it when you had to do so much work for the system. So that's why when we updated it to Bakes on Mesh, it makes it a lot easier to create these texture clothings for the avatar, as well as the mesh clothing for it because of the use of the alpha wearing rather than having the chopped up heavy alpha cat that we used to have. So I'm going to show you how to create a texture and you apply it to your avatar so that you can wear your texture clothing in world, and maybe this will help bring out some more of those old creators who were using the texture clothing system rather than the mesh one. I mean, although I prefer the mesh clothing, I gotta say I was really impressed with all the texture clothing that was out for the cat. So, with that said, let me jump in and start working. So, I already have the cat inside of my 3D painting program. You have to use Photoshop for this. And I have, this is the MK8 Ultra cat, female with boobs. And I'm using the Duchess skin, pink Duchess skin right now as the background for this. Now, what I want to do is I want to go into my layers, and I want to make sure that I have a blank layer on top of the skin. You don't want to paint directly on top of the skin anymore. We don't want to do that. That's bad. So we're going to select the bottom layer here, and I'm just going to create a new layer on top of it, and this is what we're going to paint our garment on. You got to forgive me. It's been forever since I made texture clothing. I haven't done that since, 2010. So I'm not going to make something super fancy, just a very basic t-shirt like I always do. So you guys get the t-shirt treatment too. So I'm going to make it a little bit, my program smaller so you can see all of the what I'm clicking on and stuff up here. It was hidden behind here. Sorry about that. One of the things we're also going to do before we hit save and go back into our 3D window is that we are going to up the size of our image to 2048 by 2048. Now, I know the Bladencat itself is 1024 by 512, I want to say, but so we'll just resize it later. This is just to help Photoshop while we're painting, because if we leave it at the current size, it will come out gritty. Our lines will be gritty and pixelated, and we don't want that. We want it nice, smooth lines. So in order to do that, we have to make the picture bigger. So make sure that your image size is 2048 by 2048, and we'll resize it back down when we're done. So once all of that is done, we're just going to close it out and hit yes and go back into painting our stuff. So painting textures on clothes really makes me appreciate the progress of not having to do this. It really took me back to the days of Second Life when we really had to do this. I was good at texture painting once upon a time, but then once mesh came out, I got super spoiled with baking and just overlaying the texture on one thing. Things didn't have to be even. You just had to draw the shape of the t-shirt, and then you have it, not like create it from scratch. But there are some people who have eyes and are not stupid like me and can create really nice clothing because they sent it to me and I like it. So I like it. Although, now in retrospect, I think that maybe this will help out with some of the things that I have problems with. When I'm making clothes, I often have a hard time with gloves. And that's what I do use textures for, to make gloves, because I'm just not good at that. I was always used to just cutting off the hands, and then like cutting off the arms and then putting them on there and then making it slightly open at the top so it wasn't clingy, so it looks like it was gloves. I know that works, but sometimes it's a lot easier just to draw gloves on the hands and be like, ta-da, gloves. Look how tight those are fitting onto the body, right? Chaka, 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 chaka. So here, it's a basic bastardization of a t-shirt. And you know what? I'm going to use TV Magic. And we have a shirt already. Oh my gosh, I'm so fast at this. Get out of here. Just cover up this hole right here. And yeah, oh my god, I'm so good at this. And I'm just going to create another layer on top of this. And we should have a t-shirt. Yay, t-shirt. Look at that t-shirt. It totally works. It's all jacked up on the neck. Oh, that's probably why wasn't there. Let me go back and erase that. I remember watching a lady be able to do that, and she was like editing it on one layer and one window, and it was so cool. I never had a computer that could do that, even though my computer is turbo by the standards of this program. Some reason, it's just Photoshop, just like, nope. No way, Jose. You can't have two of these open at the same time. So yeah, this is why I'm not good at texture painting, because I could never make anything even. But I'm sure you guys can. And I got some on my face. Let me erase that. I remember when old texture clothing people would do that. They would give you a demo of it, and then they would write demo on the face of your shirt. So when you wear it, you would have the regular shirt, and then you just had demo right there. And it was like, oh. But then demo fashion got cool, and then the people who didn't care and just wore demos. So stylish. Okay, so here you have your shirt, and I'm going to be a little not lazy and apply in our maybe a few wrinkles. That's probably not the same color as this shirt. Multiply. There we go. Okay, there we go. Back in the day, the more wrinkles your clothes had, the better quality they were. Nobody had straight, just t-shirts. It was all wrinkles. And I didn't realize that was a bad thing until my non-Second Life playing friend came over. And she's like, hey, what's wrong with your shirt? I'm like, what's wrong with my shirt? And she says, you got all those wrinkles on it. You don't own an iron? Yeah. I'm like, what? So you got a whole spaceship and you don't have an iron? I'm like, well, yes. I don't know why I was doing that. It might be some error with this. So I'm just going to create a new layer. Cancel. Multiply. I think it's because it's where the textures mirror. Boo. Why you embarrass me, Photoshop? I'm trying to be cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. Normal. It's also because I keep hitting back, Control Z to undo. I know that has an effect on creating junk. And why? Why don't you let me do it? See? That's fine. Okay, so it's not me. It's the brush I'm using. Guess these brushes are butt now. I don't really like it. Get out of here. I'm sure we can just draw some wrinkles. Fuck that. Get. Yeah, it's my brush, or it's just this area right here. Okay, there. Well, that works, right? Right. Right. Um, Good enough. Look, that's all I needed. It was just an example of making a shirt. And they have to make pants too. So boo pants. So I'm gonna grab my pants. I always have darker pants. I'm gonna make a new layer. Miss Nutta. I have my cat here. She's sleeping on me. Next year, you gotta remember what I said. I'm not good at texture painting at all. We usually have a texture. That's like one of the main thing I outsource is textures. Should have did movie magic with this too. And if you get stuck in those little crevices, you can just switch over to 3D real quick. Now where's the cross section? Cross section. You turn the cross section on, and you can get in between the leg like this, and paint. Anything else that you just can't reach, we can just go back into the 2D layer and fill in. But that just gives us the majority of it. So it splits our avatar in half like this, and there we have it. So I'm going to turn the cross section off. Of course, it didn't get over there, but whatever. We'll just do it. My Discord is screaming. We'll put the pants, the shirt under the pants. Okay, so obviously I gotta get under there. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. So you got the cross section again, and we want the other side. I think you just use the offset, tilt, wrong direction. That was probably one of these ding dang buttons over here. What? Turn it to 0. 0! I never noticed it. So let's see. Nope. Rata. 'Cause I 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 'cause Bayonetta. It would be so nice if I could do this without the cat on me. There, wait. Well, I'm sure somebody has a better Photoshop tutorial on this than I do. I'm just not that good at textures. There we go. We're in between the legs. So on the z-axis, just hit 90 degrees. There you go. So you don't have to struggle. I'll get on the other side. This is one of the reasons why texture painting went extinct. Alright, so cross, and now we're in there. So we have pants that are mostly even, shirt, and top, pants, that stuff. Clothes. Let me zoom out. Full screen. So we have our shirt, we have our pants, and we need to export the texture. So what I want to do is, we want to remove the skin layer, so we don't have the skin in here. I want to clean this up a little more. Just paint in here. Okay. And we want to export. So you can export it like this, where we have the shirt as one layer if you want to. I'm going to do two just so we can be swanky. So we're going to have our shirt, and I'm going to use this as a ping. That's going to be a shirt. Then we're going to turn our pants layer on, which I cannot find. Down here. And we'll remove our shirt layer. And these are going to be our pants. There you go. Yeah, you know this. Okay. So I'm going to close this. We can save as. Why not? Alright, now I'll be right back. I'm going to open up Photoshop Second Life and we're going to put it on. Okay, so we're here. We're in World. We're going to upload our textures. So right now I took off my universal. I lost my skin there. Put on a skin. Okay, there we go. I want to do something. Bulk upload those textures that I had created over yonder. So where are they? This is my hair materials. These two. Alright, so once we're here, we're going to start creating our clothes just like we used to do in the old country. So first we're going to go to the plus sign, then you want to create new clothes. And if you're going to create I'm going to start with the pants because that's easier. I'm going to do new pants. So I'm just going to wear the pants, add it to my avatar, and then we're going to click edit. And on the fabric part, we're just going to create a new pair of pants. Textures and the pants. So we have our pants on. And you can use the Second Life thingies and make them long. You can shorten them up if you want, but it doesn't really work with that because, as you see, it rips it open. So you want to just keep everything at long. And then we have our pants. But the tint works, so if you want, you can tint your pants and make white stuff and then, pants for days. So we have our pants on, and we hit save. Hold on. Sorry, I got a text from my mom. So I'm going to hit my new pants, and now we have pants. Now, if we want to create our t-shirt, we can do the same thing. So we're going to create clothes, and we want to create a new shirt, which is what you think you should pick, right? But, create new shirt. And I'm going to show you why that's not good for shirts that are long. And you add your shirt texture to it. The shirt texture that we created will only go as long as, this. If we want to wear clothes that are down here below our what do you call this? Belly line down here, we all need to make a jacket instead of a t-shirt. So I'm going to take off this shirt and I'm going to create a new clothes and we're going to create a jacket instead. And I'm going to add it to me and then edit. And you see it's just only my sleeves, which isn't good, but we're going to fix that in a second, so don't worry. So we want to put this here for the upper fabric as well as our lower fabric. We want to make it long, long, high, high, and closed. What the dingle? That totally should have worked. Oh man, why did that not work? Alright, so it seems that maybe I should have tested that out before I closed it. Alrighty. But no need to fear. This used to happen in the old days too. Totally doing this for the sake of demonstration. OMG, I'm trying to fix this thing now. Leave me alone. So we have our shirt that's coming in, which I think is actually pretty cute right there anyway, but that's not the design. I'm pretty sure the shirt went longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a copy of the pants. No. Maybe the underpants. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let me see. Clothes. Maybe underpants. But underpants will make it go under the pants. So maybe... Can you have two pairs of pants on? We're gonna find out. Yeah, we're gonna need pants. This is so funny. Alright, there we go. So you need two pairs of pants for stuff down here. And there you go. Super simple. Easy. Yay. Oh, man. Alright, so that's how you make your clothes. Pretty simple, yeah? No problem. I just dunked up my favorite outfit. Oh, but... Alright, so that's how you make quick texture clothing in 20 minutes or so for your Bladencat. Sure, it's got some seams here, and I'm pretty sure that's my fault for not texturing things properly. But from the front, looks really good, huh? Alright, well, that's all you need to know about texturing. I'm sure people who know what they're doing will have an easier time than what I was just doing because I'm not good at texturing. But it's a fun, easy way to cover your butt without having to really dig in deep and learn how to mesh. Although you should learn how to mesh, but, you know, whatevs. Anyway, this is going on really long, and I hope this helped you. Good luck on your projects, and if you really enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and maybe hitting that donation button because, you know, this stuff takes a lot of time. Anyway, but no pressure, no pressure. You don't have to. I would like it, but you don't have to. Crap, I'm always bad at saying goodbye. Alright, bye y'all. Good luck. See you later. Contact me if you need anything. Peace.